What's up? I'm Royal and the Serpent, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Congratulations with your new EP, and I can't believe this is your first full body of work. You've been doing this for some time, and I assumed that you've been releasing record after record, but this is the first real full body of work. So for you personally, why did you feel now was the perfect time for this?
Oh man, I've been hiding these songs for so long, and it just takes a while. It takes a while to finish, and it takes a while to get stuff out. And so we've been working on this for a minute, and we've been so excited to release it. So the time had to be now.
Searching for Nirvana is the new EP for those that are not familiar. And these 7 tracks are literally front to back. I have to listen to the entire EP. So for you as a songwriter, what is that creative process like? Especially being able to create a body of work that you can't just listen to 1 or 2 songs. You have to listen to the entirety of it.
Yeah. It was really fun actually to put them all together. I produced them all out with Marky, who's done a bunch of the other stuff that I have out as well. And it was our little baby. We got to be in the studio every day, and it was fun to make all the pieces of the puzzle fit together.
And as far as the time frame of when this all happened, did you find yourself, because everybody was so isolated throughout last year, so did you find yourself having some moments where you just didn't have any motivation or inspiration because you didn't have that live show aspect, because you were, in your own bubble at the same time?
Absolutely, all the time. I mean, motivation was the hardest thing to cultivate, I think, for a lot of us during that period of time. But I'm very grateful that I have such an amazing team that kept pushing me forward and helping me get all the wheels turning.
So what's that chemistry like with you and Mark? Because like you said, you worked with him on the entirety of this project. I see there's other producers that come and go throughout this project as well. So, but Mark is the one that's fully on the entire project. So what is that chemistry like, and how did you first come about to working with him?
The chemistry is incredible. We are such good friends, and I love working with him. We had such a blast finishing this project together. We met very many years ago through Instagram. Actually, I had heard a track that he did for one of my friends, and I DM'd him on Instagram, and we ended up working together and putting out a bunch of tracks back in 2019. And we've just been kind of keeping together ever since.
And I did notice that Yoshi Flowers is also a part of this EP.
Yes.
This is an artist that I cannot wait to hear his blow up. He's been hustling for some time. So talk to me about that process with him, and how did he help you become a better songwriter, better artist at the same time while he was helping you produce? And I believe he also co-wrote some of it.
He did. He is, well, first of all, I have a Yoshi Flower tattoo.
Nice.
Literally the day after I met him, I was like, I'm getting your logo tattooed on me. We totally hit it off, and he is my soul brother. He's so amazing. I love working with him. I love writing with him. We had such a blast making some of these songs, and I'm so excited for his trajectory. He's got an album, I think, dropping hopefully this year. He's killing it. He's definitely opened a lot of doors for me, I think, too. He really helped break me sort of into the alternative world. I don't think I would have been heading so much in that direction before I met him.
And as far as the alternative world, Girls, the most recent single, which you got to collaborate with Fem on. Talk to me about this song in particular, because it is something more alternative. It is something more on the pop punk side in a sense. So, what was that creative process for the song? And did you feel challenged during this process because it was a new direction?
No, it's all come super naturally. I really love I've grew up on pop punk music, so it was a very easy transition. I think Nirvana was actually a big inspiration for Girls. I remember being in the studio that day and writing with the guys. I wrote that with Dwilly, Yoshi, and Fem, obviously. And I remember listening to a bunch of Nirvana riffs and trying to get really grunge with it. And that was one of the first songs that I really took in an alternative direction. And I think after that, the rest was kind of history. I was like, oh, this feels so right. I got to keep doing this.
I somehow feel like that song made you kind of rediscover your artist project and like who you really are as an artist and what you want to pursue.
Oh my God, big time. I can't wait for you guys to hear some of the other stuff that I've been working on too, because it's even more in the whole space. I'm excited.
Now, as far as like the singing and the vocal recording for this song, Girls, how different was it for you vocally to record this track?
I mean, I get it was easier in a way. Like I didn't have to try so hard. Like we're just like having fun, you know? We're just yelling about loving girls.
And then aside from that, you know, collaborating with Fem, like why did you feel like Fem was the perfect fit for this track? And did the two of you get to collab or co-write together during this process or even record together during this process?
Yeah, we did the whole thing together. It was the first time that we had actually ever met. And we were like instant friends. It just clicked. The session was so great. I remember all of us even like going and hanging out after and getting food. And we were so stoked to be writing a girl anthem. I think it was something like that we both needed at the time too, because it was still sort of mid. And we just wanted something fun that we could like feel good about. So it was a really good one.
With the entirety of the EP, where do you feel you felt the most challenge, whether writing process, production process, or even just like being okay with releasing these songs?
I was just going to say, I think it was like towards the end, the final steps were the hardest for me, like getting it out. I was so insecure for like the months leading up to the actual release. And I was second guessing myself. And like, I think I even like almost tried to not put it out like 6 times. My label was like, what are you doing? And I think it's just something to be said for like being our own hardest critic sort of. And like, I think the anticipation and just being nervous that people weren't going to like it. I was getting in my own way, but as soon as it was actually out in the world, I could like finally take a deep breath and just only be excited again. And people, I think, have been liking it. And I think I don't know, that's cool. People listen to it, which is crazy.
Now that you've experienced a full body of work, where do you feel you strive more? Do you feel like you strive more with singles, or do you feel like now you can strive more with a full body?
You know, the full body is such a different beast. It's such a fun thing because it's like, for me, this was almost like one long song. I don't know what's going to come next as far as a full body. I think I have a lot of stuff that I want to put out. So I might hit you guys with some singles before I figure out what the next move is, because like project world is just, it's so much bigger. There's so many more factors and I love to tell the story. So I don't know. I like them both for different reasons, I guess.
Now, I remember American Teeth posted a picture of you and him sitting like on a patio chair or table. Uh-huh. Is there a project in the works between the two of you? Because I feel like that would be so sick.
Yeah. We actually just wrote a duet this week. That's really, really good. He's one of my best buds. I love that project so much. I've been working with them a ton. They're great. Yeah, you can expect some stuff for sure.
Amazing. And getting that experience with Doc in the studio as a producer, like what was that vibe like for you? Have you experienced that yet?
It was like, I remember the first session that I had with them, and I like called my publishers and my label and everybody after and was like, this was the funnest session I've ever had. Like, book me with these guys every day. There was just such an energy. We all just clicked so well. He's got such a sick studio. He was like tracking live drums. He's just, wow, he's a whiz. I love working with them. I've been with them like all last week and they're just so dope.
That's exciting. I mean, I love what American Teeth is doing right now, and I'm like super excited to hear what else you guys have between the two of you. Another collaboration, which I feel would be amazing, would be Lauren Sanderson. I feel like the two of you can have like such an insane track together.
Yes.
Like I'm putting this up in the air because I definitely want this to fully happen.
It will. She's also a good friend of mine, and we've been talking about making something. We have one song that she has coming out that I helped write, but we have yet to get on a track together. I promise you it will happen at some point in the near future, though.
Amazing. Yes, that would be that's like another like super hustler in her music career. And
oh
like,
my gosh.
I'm like
What an
so blown away of everything she does.
Oh my gosh. It's just so cool. It's so cool to think that all these people are my friends. You're like naming all these really sick artists. I'm like, wait, that's the homie. She's so dope.
That's amazing. And on top of this, you know, the EP is out now, and then now you get to promote this EP through touring in August, and you're going on tour with PVRIS, which is like, I've been waiting for this tour with PVRIS to be announced for some time now, and I'm like super excited that you are part of it.
I've been waiting for this tour to be announced for super long now. I know. I'm so excited. Well, we were gonna go out the first run like back May of last year, the first one that got canceled. I think I was on it for like 2 weeks of it or something, but so much has happened since then. I'm like so excited, even more so.
As we get closer to this tour, what can your fans look forward to as far as like your performance and your stage show?
The coolest performance they will have ever seen from me. I will be bringing a group of boys that I love very dearly that have their own band as my band, and they're called Beauty School Dropout. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but
I have, yes.
Dope as hell, and they're gonna come with me, and we're gonna just have fun and all be together in a crowd of people.
So hard to believe. Like I can't believe like these shows are happening, and like my mind is just getting blown away with how many tours are like popping up all of a sudden. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle them all.
Oh my gosh. I know. Hopefully I'll see you out there.
For sure. I definitely will be out there.
I love it.
Congratulations with the success of this EP, Searching for Nirvana, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was such a pleasure.